So I've been having a problem recently. Some might call it a hyperfixation. Some might say it's an obsession. I see it more as an addiction that I've fallen victim to that's slowly draining all of my money and free time. Fish keeping. For some reason, I've really gotten into fish keeping recently, and I just can't really tell you why. But I got this assignment from one of my tutors saying I can make a 3-minute video about literally anything I want. So what better way to get out my frustration of this horrible drug I've fallen ill to than to just yap about it a little bit in a video. So I thought I'd do a little aquarium tour real quick to see how far I've come and to show you guys what I've made on my very first try. And might I say, for the first try, this is quite a good setup. So let's get right into it. This right here is a 45-liter hexagonal column aquarium. I got it from Facebook Marketplace for 70 Rand. And as soon as I got the tank, I just kind of fell further into this hole of what more can I get? What more can I do? How cheap can I possibly make this? And when I say it worked out pretty good, gathering most of the equipment from Marketplace, such as the heater, the light, the pump, a lot of the fish, the plants, the decoration, even the gravel. I think most of this came fairly cheap just from looking around on Facebook Marketplace. Now Facebook Marketplace is quite dangerous because it gives you very good deals for some very dodgy products somewhere. And believe me, I've fallen victim to those dodgy products a few times, like I'll show you in a bit. But this right here, it turned out pretty good. But before I continue with this, I need to go pick up a new friend, a little aquatic critter to just add to my collection of little guys. So if you would just come along real quick, I'd love to show you.
What is this dealer? Taking a piss, I've been standing here for 30 mins. Why is this dealer? Taking a piss, I've been standing here. I need my things. I'm outside Petrol home trying to find my dealer. He's in a Vauxhall Zafira, custom rims and a half a litre engine, but I just keep forgetting. I kinda wanna bell him, but I've already belled him. He gets annoyed with how much I bell him. I just wanna tell him, what is the ETA? I've been here pretending to be on my phone.
Shit! Okay, wacht, okay. Hier gaat het.
What is this dealer? Taking a piss, I've been standing here for 30 minutes. Why is this dealer? Taking a piss, I've been standing here. I need my things. Where's this guy, man? Let's get to it. Like, what the fuck is he doing? I see him speeding, driving fast, overtaking cars like Max did Lewis. Should I mention dangerous driving? I think I'll just remind him. He almost killed the guy behind him, but he sells things that I need buying.
Now the new little friend is actually not going into this tank. He is going into this tank. So this is my second tank. I've had it set up for a few weeks, and this will be the new home of our beautiful bristlenose plecker that I just picked up. This tank is going to be a bit different. It is a community tank, but I'm planning on just adding a bunch of cichlids in there, some of the more predatory fish. Right now we have some coolie loaches in there, they're just doing their thing, and an angelfish. Planning on adding maybe a German blue ram or some honey gouramis, maybe a pair, because they're really cool. Some more gouramis for the thing. But yeah, this isn't the main focus of the tank. I just wanted to show you guys what I've also been working on here. The hardscape in here is a bit better. There's some drift food, some more rocks, some more places for the fish to hide. So yeah, this is a work in progress, but that's not the focus. So calm down, get back to the good stuff, okay? Damn it, get back to the good stuff. So let's start with the fun stuff in this tank, the thing every fish keeper loves, the fishies. So in this tank I have stocked 8 neon tetras, I have a red dwarf gourami, I have about 6 pygmy corydoras, about 4 neocaridina shrimp. They love to hide in the moss, so you don't see them a lot, but they're super cool and super cute. And then I have an absolute infestation of bladder snails. Now, people say bladder snails are pest snails. They kind of just multiply. They usually hitch rides on plants, and they just kind of breed crazy, and now they're everywhere. Like, they're everywhere you look in this tank, on every leaf, every surface, there's a little tiny bladder snail. But I like them. They help keep the whole thing stable, the whole ecosystem nice and going. They eat the algae, so I don't have to get like a big bristle nose like the one I just got for this other tank. They're great, they're super great. I also have rescued some Harlequin rasboras that were not looking really good in the fish store, so I kind of just put them in here for now until I can get them a better home. But yeah, I like these guys a lot because they came as a pair. I like to say they're boyfriends because, oh, they're just so cute together. I think they are mated or paired at least. One of them has a little golden eye. I call him Golden Eye for the Nintendo 64, or Goldie for short. It's a little growth over his eye. He does fine, it doesn't hurt him at all, he just kind of doesn't see out of it, but I just really like how he looks. He loves playing in the flow of the pump, so he's really grand, he's really fun. So yeah, that is just the little community I've built here, but I want to go a bit deeper. I want to talk about how all of this works and how I've actually gotten to this place in my life. So let's jump a bit deeper into it, shall we? People ask, why fish? Why do you choose to keep fish over a dog or a hamster or a bird? They're just such simple-minded creatures, which is not true at all. These guys are smart, especially the red dwarf gourami. This guy, he's funny, he's hilarious. Every single night when I'm trying to sleep, he is just spitting up water outside of the tank. That is because these guys are labyrinth fish. They have this organ called a labyrinth organ that's like a hybrid between gills and lungs. So these fish actually breathe air. They're a family of the Siamese fighting fish, the betta fish, that very popular fish that everybody gets. But I opted for this little guy because they're much easier to handle with. I do still plan to get a betta eventually, but for now, he does work. He loves spitting out water out of the tank. It makes a very loud noise when I'm trying to sleep. It's adorable. Like, I think I got some shots of him doing it. I'll put him up like here if I do have some of them, but he is a smart guy. He always knows when it's feeding time, he always comes to the top, and he is a pig, absolute pig. He eats all the food before the other fishes can get it. It's really funny actually to look. But no, they're intelligent, they come to me, they know when feeding time happens. They're at the same area, they hang around in front here, as you can see. Especially the neon tetras, they love hanging out there because they know that's the only place where food comes through, in this little top part that doesn't have duckweed all over it. The duckweed covers most of the tank, it helps a lot with filtration, it helps give them shade, they love it, but it does get out of hand quite fast. So they understand that the one opening where the light really comes through, that is where the big man upstairs gives them food. So no, the fish have very personalities, like they're so great. I was talking about my little Goldie over here just doing his own thing, not really being part of the pack, and I love it just looking at their daily antics. Next I want to talk a little bit about the decoration in this tank. Now I could have planned it a bit better, I must say. I kind of just jumped into it. So for hardscape there isn't really much. I kind of only have this one rock that the pygmy corydoras like to rest on. You know, it builds on algae, so the shrimp and they can like nibble on it a little bit. If I were to redo this, I would definitely do some driftwood in there as well and some more rocks. But mainly the decoration in here are plants and this little boat I got with the special with the pump I got. So the plants are really cool. I've got this gigantic, by the way, I have no idea what these plants are. I don't know what they're called. I just kind of took them and put them in and they work great. I know for a fact that up top is giant duckweed. I got it from a lady from Facebook Marketplace in her pond. She was like, take it, I don't need it. And I was like, yes, I need that. So now I have an infinite supply of duckweed because these bitches don't stop growing. They just kind of keep going. So if you want any duckweed, let me know. I need to get rid of it. Then I have these vine looking stem plants that just cover the whole thing. They started breaking off and making new branches and making this like labyrinth of plants that the fish love to swim through. I think it looks really cool. Then we have these broad leaf plants that a lot of the shrimp and the snails and the pygmy cories like to rest on and nibble on as well. It's very nice. In front of here I have a big patch of like moss. I think it's Christmas moss, but I could be wrong. That's basically just a home for the shrimp. I do plan on adding some more because you can never have enough shrimp. They're adorable, they have great color, they're very funny, and they breed really easily. So you don't need all that much to like get a community going. The problem is that red dwarf gourami over here, wherever he's at, he's gonna eat the small ones. So I might just add some new ones because he's quite ferocious. Next up, feeding. So, sorry boys. I feed these guys a variety of foods, as any good fish keeper should. I mainly stick to these Hikari micro pellets for tropical fish. They're semi-floating, they're really good, packed full of krill and protein, which the fish love. They go crazy for this stuff. This is just the mainstay food. You feed them these every single day. Then I have this Hikari sinking wafers for my bottom feeders. So the pygmies are kind of shy, they don't really go for it, but what I use this for is just to disperse some biofilm over the gravel, so that when the cories and the shrimp get in there, they have a little bit of nutrients to like hunt for. They really like it because these dissolve in the water really quickly, and they just kind of dig around for it. Occasionally, again, the gourami, the pig, he eats even the sinking wafers. He just wants food all the time, so it actually kind of works out. Not as intended, but you know, if it works, it works. Why change it? I also feed these guys frozen. I also feed these guys frozen bloodworms a lot. They are packed full of nutrients, full of protein. Every single fish loves frozen bloodworms. I've never seen a fish not like absolutely go crazy for it. So I would give them that like maybe once a week or so, just for a little diversity in their diet. So yeah, that's also just basically the feeding process. Maintenance, you know, water change every 2 weeks. This tank is really heavily planted, so the plants eat up a lot of the toxins that a fish creates, a lot of the nitrates, all that stuff. So it's not really a lot of maintenance. You just gotta trim back these giant stem plants every now and then, but you can also just let them grow because the fish love them. The more plants there is, the better for the fish. It's really great. So it's a very low maintenance tank. I think it looks really good. And you can just get lost in them for hours, and that's what I've been doing. Just hours looking at them, doing the whole thing. Fish are very entertaining, and you don't have to take them for walks. That's what more can you ask for? I don't want to go outside like with a dog. Are you kidding me? No. Fish, that's where it's at. They're awesome. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is money. Now, fish keeping, it's a lot of money. I don't really know how much it is to care for a dog. I'm assuming it's a lot as well. But listen, you don't need to build a world for dogs, okay? You gotta build these guys their whole entire life. And that can get quite pricey, especially if you do it through conventional means, like just going to an aquatic pet store, picking up a tank, filter, heater, plants, fish, gravel, food, all of that kind of stuff. It gets really expensive. So what I did is I went on Marketplace for most of my items, and it has worked out wonderfully. So like I said, the tank, 70 bucks. The pump, 50 bucks. The heater, also 50 bucks. We are at 170 bucks, and that's all the hard equipment you already need to get this started. The light, I got that for free. A free light in a combo deal with some fish. I went to this guy, I bought 3 neon tetras. He was like, hey, you want a light? I was like, yeah, I want a light. So that's the play. Don't go to fish stores. Just go to your local community. Ask. There's always people keeping fish. There's a whole world of fish keeping. You just have to know where to look. And the best place to start is on a marketplace. I'd say in total, in complete total, everything, the fish, the plants, the food, the equipment, everything, this tank cost me 800 rand. And I did the calculations. If I went to my local like big renowned fish store, I would have paid over 2,000 rand. 2,000 rand to stock this entire thing. And that's just unnecessary. That's just completely unnecessary. 2,000 rand? So yeah, that has been my little community tank setup. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, please let me know, because I'm not planning on stopping. I've got some big plans in the future. I've got some good stuff I saw on Marketplace, which I really want to try out. So I'm hoping to make like an hour video on all of that when it's set up and whatever. But yeah, this is what I'm working with now. I'm happy I could finally just put what has been in my head out there. This has been very therapeutic. Thank you, Mr. Booker, for giving me this assignment, so I have an excuse to just yap about. And yeah, fish, yeah!